August 16th, 1925. The valves were warm, the microphone opened, and the airwaves crackled with the sound of Edward Gould's voice. Gold Radio was born, and 4GR, Queensland's first commercial radio station, was set to lead the way. More than 6 decades down the track, through a world war, through those crazy days of Elvis Presley and the birth of rock and roll, when Neil Armstrong took that first giant leap for mankind, and the day when the Beatles were no more, Radio 4GR has continued to be an initiator, not a follower, in the increasingly complex world of broadcasting. Through all those generations, those changing times, 4GR has been an active participant, a midwife, even mother, to the birth of one of Australia's great cities, Toowoomba, one of Queensland's big 3 cities. Toowoomba represents a duality and yet a great harmony, the very image of Australian life and Australian business, because it is in this garden city that dynamic enterprise and the rural market meet and meld, creating a double economy that operates in perfect harmony. Toowoomba perches high on a range in the bowl of an extinct volcano, a part of the Great Dividing Range. A planned metropolis, it's laid out in squares and is rich in greenery, with parks and bushland giving it a garden paradise reputation. The city's economy is broadly based. Many of Australia's biggest companies have already recognised this, installing agencies, dealerships and franchises to take advantage of Toowoomba's dynamic growth factor. The country's largest retail chains have been here for many years, constantly upgrading their facilities in response to strong competition, and the service industries have followed. A significant manufacturing sector, employing more than 4,000 people, profits on the needs of business and rural people, and nearby military installations boost initiative and output in this area, and encourage diversification in the retail sector. From Toowoomba's outer suburbs, productive land sweeps away in all directions. Over 200,000 people live in communities that thrive on a great variety of rural industries. More than half their retail trade comes to Toowoomba, and a significantly larger part of the $566 million in goods produced are marketed through this city. The diversity of rural life encompasses everything from stud and beef cattle to wheat crop, citrus growing and wine production. So Toowoomba has an incredibly diverse economic structure, and that is the key to its dynamic growth, and the reason why this area turns over more than $550 million in retail trade, with Toowoomba taking $330 million of that. Radio 4GR has always been an integral part of this city's success story, a sponsor to business, a supporter to rural growth, the voice of this closely knit area, and a friend to all its peoples. The station has never been an observer, nor has it been mercenary, actively working with the community to bring about its growth, and is now, as much as it has always been, part of the identity of this great city. 4GR is the major promoter of Australia's most successful floral festival, the Carnival of Flowers. The city's population almost doubles during carnival time as visitors travel from all over Australia to be part of it. Then there's FarmFest, a wholly owned subsidiary of the radio station. This is arguably Australia's most important annual farming expo. And Toowoomba's travel fair. Again, 4GR is involved in promoting this annual event that attracts exhibitors from around Australia and in increasing numbers each year from around the world. Appealing to the free-spending adult audience, the station is firmly placed in the centre of this market, still attracting support, though, from teenagers to over 50s. That support is based on the nature of the station's music format and also on its level of community involvement and entertainment programs. From breakfast through to the mid-dawn shift, a high level of listener involvement is encouraged through the Breakfast Club, competitions and requests. 4GR also covers local sport comprehensively and without bias, bringing the action from the Rugby League Grand Final to indoor cricket to its audience. And this commercial station is the only one in its market with an accredited journalist on staff, providing 20 local bulletins and 10 local headlines per week. Also contained in this news package are 160 bulletins of national news, In other words, 4GR is in symbiosis with its community, as much a part of Toowoomba and the Darling Downs as they are integral to the radio station's identity. Toowoomba is a dynamic, fast-growing, competitive market. Perfect for today's business investor, offering the ideal climate for new business to be born and grow. Its sound and broad economic base is the key to its success, and it could be yours. Here's 4GR Sales Manager, Howard Schaaf.
Hardly a day goes by that I'm not approached personally by advertisers in our marketplace seeking promotional and campaign ideas. Why do they call 4GR? Because advertisers know of 4GR's track record in the competitive Toowoomba Darling Downs market. Our record for getting results, for service and for doing the right thing for our advertisers. A record we're proud of. Don't take my word for it. Here's Les Day from Bob Jane T-Mart.
Since opening our establishments in Toowoomba and Dalby, we've used Radio 4GR with great success. We find in our business it's important to get the message across to the customers about our product and competitive pricing, and we find 4GR an excellent medium to do this. The number of customers commenting on our advertising justifies the faith we put in 4GR as an advertising medium.
When it comes to Toowoomba, no one can service this city like 4GR, because no one else has been as closely associated with it and has been so much a part of it for so long.